you wish while you're here. However, you will do nothing that brings shame upon myself nor upon the Alberea name. Please be ever mindful of your position and what you represent. Yes, Father. Would it be too much to ask for you to introduce yourself to my classmate? I have no time for pleasantries. Should I require anything of you, you will be contacted.
You just stop by and say that? Okay. What was that all about? Fee, that's not really...
That was the almighty Duke Alberea, was it? The head of one of the 4 great houses and the man in charge of this entire province. Indeed. And by some strange twist of fate, my father as well. Eustace? I've spoken out of turn. Forget I said that. Today's workload has made me hungry. Shall we return to our rooms and find something to eat?
That sounds good to me. I'm starving.
At this point, Reen and the others returned to their rooms for a much-needed shower. Then after a short rest, they headed to a restaurant in the central plaza for dinner. The breeze here feels wonderful.
The food was delicious too. Agreed.
I can see why this restaurant is popular with the nobles. Do you dine here often, Eustace? I do. The chef has been good to me since I was a child. I was practically raised on this food. How typical. Even in their dining habits, you nobles subsist on unnecessary luxury. Though I can't deny the quality of the food.
It wasn't just tasty, but warm too. Yes, for a high-class restaurant, the chef seems to have used a lot of very healthy ingredients. Perhaps he's doing his part to ensure Eustace stays in good health?
I wouldn't doubt it. I wonder what Group B is doing right now. We had this exact same conversation in our group last month, too. I'm sure they're hard at work over in St. Ark. Probably nothing to worry about.
It was Caldic for you last month, right? So you were thinking of us on the first night?
Yeah, after dinner we were wondering how Group B was getting on. Dare I ask? Well...
Nowhere near as peacefully as now. This is a big improvement.
I kind of figured that much. We're doing much better this time. That much is true.
And I'm sure our reports will reflect that.
It is an improvement, though I'm not convinced it's good enough.
It's not?
I'm certain Group B gave their absolute best in all of their tasks today. But can we honestly say the same, that we could have done no better? And I'm referring not just to the monster encounter, but to the handling of our other tasks as well. We'll just have to try and make up for it in the day we have left. Besides, we had the chance to catch sight of a far bigger problem.
Yes, that's true.
First we find our taxes are rising throughout the province. Then we find out the military is being expanded on a grand scale. Don't even try to tell me the two aren't related. intention of denying it. But you're only looking at one side of the coin. Exactly how many oxen tanks do you think the Imperial Army has under their control? Well,
100 or 2, I guess.
precisely. The Imperial Army's military capabilities are enormous. This nation has one of the most powerful armed forces on the continent, and roughly 70% of it is under the Chancellor's control. Tell me, how is the Noble Alliance supposed to counter that?
So you're suggesting that that's why the provincial army needs to bolster its forces?
Give me one more second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Considering both sides are comprised of Erebonians, it all seems so wasteful.
Ah, the travails of youth. How noble and beautiful they are. It's you.
Baron Bluebonk, I believe.
It's such an honor that you would remember a mere baron. I see you've completed a hard day's work already. How splendid.
Yes, nearly.
What about you?
Alas, I have yet to be blessed with the fateful encounter I seek. The search for beauty is filled with perils and obstacles, yet that is precisely what makes it all so beautiful.
Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay.
I most certainly will. Though it truly is a pity that the clear air of this verdant city should be tinged, if but faintly, with the scent of steel. I'd heard that Duke Alborea was a man of many interests, but I was unaware he counted playing with fire among them. I don't condemn him for it, though, for only by playing with fire can one create fireworks. Playing with fire. Would you not agree, my friends?
I don't like your implications.
And I think this whole line of conversation is a little inappropriate.
Oh, please, do pardon me, young lady. I meant no harm, I assure you. I wish you well on your remaining days here. May you reveal to me the beauty I seek by its end, be it the lovely luster of success or the sad splendor of failure.
I guess he's our surrogate Olivier.
Who does he think he is? This is why I can't stand nobles. I thought you might say that. If it makes you feel better, though, I have my doubts as to whether that man truly is a noble to begin with.
What?
His behavior seems so exaggerated, almost as if he's trying to act like the quintessential noble. And the stereotype.
Yeah, something about him feels off to me, too. Or at least they could sense it. But what's even stranger is that he knew we only have one day left here. You were right. We told him of our field study, but never once did we divulge how long we intended to remain here.
Between him and that silver object, we've been crossing paths with a lot of strange people today.
Well, tomorrow's the end of our stint here. We can't let ourselves get distracted. We still have a lot to do.
That's right. We have to do our group proud.
Exactly. We should return to the hotel and begin work on our reports then. Of course he knows how long you're staying here. The dude is crazy. I hate him. I hate him. Things are going well, though, for this group, for the most part.
Everyone's fast asleep. Oh, except for Eustace.
Can't get to sleep?
I could ask you the same. You aren't going to tell me the bed's too hard for you, are you?
I wouldn't dream of it. I've never slept in a bed this high class in my life. Not even back at home.
And yet you're the son of Baron Schwarzer. You've not lived the life one might expect of a boy from a noble family.
Yeah, that's just how my dad is. A lord should live like his people, not above them. That's how he always put it.
I see. It sounds as though you have a good family.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for my upbringing.
Aren't you going to ask? I assumed you'd be curious about that brief exchange with my father earlier.
A bit, but I'm trying to
I wasn't
pry.
really sure you'd want me to bring that up. You obviously get along really well with your brother, but I didn't get that same sense with the Duke. Has he always been like that?
As far back as I can remember. I suppose he just has little respect for a son born to a commoner.
What?
My brother and I have different mothers. He was born of my father's legal wife, a noble who still lives to this day.
Ah, so Eustace is half commoner.
My own mother, however, was a commoner, and she passed away 8 years ago.
So he's a bastard child, pretty
In
much.
other words, I am his bastard son.
I had no idea. So, was that chef we met earlier?
He's my uncle, on my mother's side. Perhaps that's why he's always been so good to me. Or perhaps he's simply compelled to treat me as I deserve to be treated, being the son of the Duke.
No, that can't be. I don't blame you for being a little cynical, but there's no need to be quite so hard on yourself.
I suppose you're right.
I'm sure you have your differences. But you do get along with your brother, right?
You could say that. He's treated me well ever since I was taken in 8 years ago. He was the one who taught me my swordsmanship, and who trained me in the ways of court etiquette.
I knew it.
Pardon?
There's just something honest, I guess you could say, about the way you fight. It shows that whoever taught you was someone you really trusted. When we first met him this afternoon, I had a hunch he might have been the one. What's wrong?
Nothing at all. You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
I kind of wonder about Rain, if he really is, because Laura said, like, why is he hiding stuff?
get
But
that a lot.
like, I feel like he might be hiding more skills than he's put on. I mean, not a whole lot, but maybe.
Is your
a
injury
good
from this afternoon on the mend?
It's fine, honestly. There's no pain, and the wound's closed up like it was never there. I'll have to be sure to thank Emma's grandmother for her help someday.
That's good to hear.